Hey guys, it's Mark with Acres and Bacon, and our growing season is officially done. Winter is here, and this year is kind of bittersweet. I found that I have a real passion for growing food, and whether that's animals or plant, I've just really come to enjoy growing food for our family. But this year, with everything being so busy, that it's actually going to be kind of nice that things are slowing down now. We just finished our last batch of Cornish cross. They're in the freezer. I still have 2 goats to process and get them in the freezer, but most of the outdoor stuff is done. The garden and trees and berry bushes are all put to bed. The garlic is planted. Let's take a quick look at finishing up all of that. So garden is officially done. I pulled tomatoes out already, got them in the trash. Everything else went to the compost. Some of the roots on the tomatoes were 8 feet long this year. It was amazing how far they went in the garden here, but chickens are in here kind of cleaning stuff up for us. We put them to work and we're letting them kind of go through everything and eat some of the bugs, hopefully, that are still in the soil. We'll leave them in here for a little bit, and then we're going to bring some compost in, and then we will plant our garlic. We got to get the garlic in the ground pretty quick. So chickens are in here. They have their door coming right out of the coop, and that door comes right into the garden here. So it's real easy to get them in here and let them start doing some work for us. So that's a little update on the garden. It is done. Those 14-degree nights just were too cold for anything to survive. It's the second day here of chickens prepping the garden. I put a bunch of alfalfa dust, I guess it's what's left over from the goats, down, and they're still going through and mixing all of that up. So I decided to I had some just green onions and stuff growing here. I decided to just let that go, let them go through it. Whatever lives. So they are just going to town, having a blast. You can see this is all just went through with the rake and kind of just straightened everything out, but they pretty much cleaned everything up, and it is ready for a layer of compost. So it's looking pretty darn good. This side is their side with the wood chips, so I don't do a ton over here, just because I don't want to disturb the wood chips as bad. The chickens did dig some holes, but I just kind of filled them in. So we're going to add some compost, and that's what we have here. Went to our favorite compost place, Genoa Trees, and got a layer of sifted compost. I've been working on, I've got 2 compost piles here that we've done a lot of compost with, but it's just not ready yet. So I'll use this stuff in the spring. And then I've got one more pile that I've been making with all of the manure and straw from cleaning out the goat pens. And that's what I have here. And it's been sitting at about 150 degrees for about 2 weeks. I need to turn it because we're starting to drop back down. We're at about 125. So I need to turn that, get the temp back up. And that I think we're gonna spread after I get all these weeds cleaned up. Spread this compost out here and try to grow some maybe winter wheat or something like that we can put the turkeys on in the spring, or let the goats out onto that. So we have all of our compost in the garden now. Wherever we plant, we went around and put compost on all of the trees, all of the berry bushes, Jerusalem artichokes. Everywhere we grow, we put nice layer of compost. Might have gone a little overboard. We've planted 210 bulbs of garlic here. So we should have garlic coming up pretty soon here. Today's a pretty warm day. It's about 48, 50 degrees. So still plenty of time for this garlic to start coming up, but we will have garlic growing here, and that's about it for the year. So with the garlic, we planted, we had some leftover of the German hardy, which is a hardneck that we planted last year. It got huge, but it's not lasting very long. A lot of it's going bad already. So I'm a little disappointed in that. I knew hardnecks don't last as long, but this stuff, I mean, it's really only a couple months and it's going bad. So I planted everything that we had left, all the German hardy in here. I also did music, which the music is also a hardneck. And then I did 2 soft necks, which are supposed to last longer. I did California early and California late. So we've got 4 different types of garlic for next year. And we'll just see what it does. It's in the ground now, and we'll just let it grow. And then about July, August next year, we will get to harvest. So okay, and now we are done. So we put our compost down, got the garlic planted, and then put a thick layer of mulched leaves on top. We got the rows of garlic here, and then kind of just wherever we put the compost, we put some leaves down on top to help mulch it. And that will also break down and turn into a beautiful soil. So that's it for the garden. Like I said, a little bittersweet. The growing out here is done, but at the same time we get a nice little break. We're still growing in the garage. We've got some goats to process, plenty of other stuff to do. We're still remodeling the kitchen and the laundry room in the house, so growing's done, but plenty of other stuff to do. You guys have a great weekend. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and would like to see more. You guys have a good one.